We all remember Omegle, the disturbing random video chat site that could connect you to anyone from all around the world. Although some conversations were normal, others were not. In fact, things got so twisted that it became known as a predator's paradise, and the influx of illegal content on the platform eventually resulted in it shutting down. Thousands of people have stories of how they were harassed, groomed, or otherwise taken advantage of on the platform. And sadly, although the website is now gone, things haven't changed much. That's because as soon as it was taken down, people just jumped ship to the hundreds and hundreds of alternatives out there. Places like OmeTV, OmegleApp.me, and many other platforms continue to host sick people who can carry out illegal activity from the comfort of their own bedroom. I know about the problems on these sites. In fact, I spoke about OmeTV in my last video and came to the conclusion that it is a very dangerous website. But when I was looking through my emails recently, a viewer had messaged in to tell me about a disturbing site they had come across, and it was one that I hadn't heard of. They said, "I've been looking into anonymous chatting sites recently because I suspected that they could be used for degenerate activity. After looking at a few platforms and deeming them fairly passable, I came across a concerning website. And of course, I had to look into it." When you're trying to find the website that the viewer told me about, you're going to come across a popular site called Chat.iw. As soon as you click on the site, you have the option to sign up, and you can do so without any sort of verification, apart from having your IP address checked to ensure you aren't a bot. Disturbingly, there are many rooms on here which advertise disturbing things. People openly admitting that they are attracted to people who aren't 18. People who want to genuinely rape someone. Others who are here to exchange material that would get you thrown in jail. It's all very, very twisted, but I wanted to see how bad it really was. So I set up an account. The name was Jess, and the age was set to 18. When I logged on, I immediately started to get spammed with a lot of messages, most from adult men, who were jumping at the opportunity to speak to someone who they fully believed on the surface appeared to be someone who had just reached the legal age of consent. Okay, so for a bit of context, for the first part of this investigation, I always take a very brief look on a site before I do go on it properly for my investigation, and obviously I record it so I have all the evidence intact, and for this, that's basically what I did. But I'm not gonna lie, not a lot of it was interesting in the initial look, so I'm just gonna give you the highlights, and I wanted to give you a brief warning because it does get very full on very quickly. And after this brief highlight reel, I promise it will be back to normal investigative stuff. Pants Poo says, "We're cool to talk, I think." So already, that was a response to Do You Mind My Age. So these people always think that it's okay to talk online to minors just because it is online. It's talk, but it's still not okay. You're engaging in what is this guy's kink with a minor. That's not right. "I'm fine if you are." CD Steph for fun says, "Describe yourself, sweetie." I'm just gonna say I'm 5'1" and I have brown hair, and I'll just hear it there. I'll just end it there. I have brown hair. "How about you?" Pants Poo is back. They said, "I imagine you getting home and running up..." Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'll try to say this and get for it. He said, "I imagine you getting home and running upstairs and just your pants and tights all the way." Fucking hell, I think I just threw up in my mouth. That is utterly vile, you little... Okay, in all seriousness. What does a person even say to that? What kind of response do they expect you to give? I guess I'm just gonna say... I would try that? Is that what I meant to say? Like, what? I'm not used to decoying with someone who has a scat kink. CD Steph for fun says, "Cute. They said they're 5'6", blonde, blue eyes." Really? A dress size 14, a shoe size 6, very femme legs, hands, and arms for a guy. Oh, that's cute. I guess. But yeah, I mean, just look at the amount of messages I've got. I have not messaged anyone first on this, and as you can see, there's almost 2,000 people online at 52 minutes past midnight on a Friday morning. And look, I can literally just scroll through the list, see almost 2,000 of them, and message whoever I want. There are a lot of Americans, a lot of UK people, a lot of Germans. There's lots of people from all around the globe. And sadly, a lot of these people have disturbing names. So let's just scroll, and I'm sure we'll find one. I'm just gonna stop at a random point. We'll stop here. Okay, I mean, we've got high school BBC for older females, so that's, yeah, disturbing. We've got old GP PRV, which stands for pervert. My sis farts. Cool, bro, didn't fucking ask. We've got kid trouble dare. It sounds like what 3 words, but I don't even want to know what they mean by that. PD for teen F. PD, I can only assume, stands for file. Let's look at some of the UK ones. These are the late night ones. We've got evil crim PRV pervert. What else do we have here? Hung for younger, 43 years old. Huge Muslim. Got someone called tips for a new 18 years old. You just know that's some fat 50-year-old bloke behind the monitor. We've also got Hannah's fat mum. Who the fuck is Hannah? And what does our fat mum have to do with any of this? Okay, let's check our chat quickly. Okay, everyone's back, so let's run through them. We've got Pants Poo first. He says, "Ah, the vile bastard. As if being a pedo wasn't enough, you just have to be into scat as well. Looking really cute and hot in your uniform. Yourself in it and making a huge mess, or meeting me under some old railway bridge arch and messing as we're kissing." There we go, guys. I'm admitting to wanting to kiss a 15-year-old. Okay, this guy's getting reported because I don't think I can read any more of that shit. And then CD Steph for fun has responded again. He says, "Thank you, babe. How would you like you to dress me?" I don't know. You could wear a dress, I guess. Okay, but yeah, this was just an example of how bad this platform really is. We're gonna dive more into it in the real investigation, so I hope you enjoyed the prelude. So chat IW, let's dive right into this. So as you saw in the mini investigation I did last night, it can get very bad very quickly. But to show you just how bad it can get, let's register for the site again and let's just see what happens. So firstly, the design of the site looks like something straight out of the 2010s. I mean, I know that's like not the biggest point here, but still. And also, it doesn't seem that they give you an option to reject cookies, because it literally just gives you what is basically a warning saying, "We use cookies to give our users the best user experience possible," and you can literally just click OK. So I guess it's not really a choice, you just take your data. So let's sign up here. It autofills the details that you had the last time you used the site, so I've just put my name as Jess. I'm actually going to change that this time because I don't want perverts speaking to me using my actual name for things. So I'm just gonna go Tia. We'll put ourselves as 18, female, UK, and we'll just do Edinburgh again. Okay, so let's start the chat. The nickname Tia already exists. Okay, how does Tia exist but Jess doesn't? What if I put my username as not 18? This is gonna be very interesting. I'm going to do that and see if it lets me. Okay, it says please wait, but it's not giving me any sort of error. Please choose a polite nickname. You will be banned if you choose impolite nickname. Okay, so you can't use that, and I'm gonna assume that's why people use like not the actual word for things when they're calling themselves like a pedophile or a pervert. Because let's be real, they're going to fully share this site. Like, the owners of this site aren't going to want it to be a haven for like perverts, bad people basically. So of course they're going to ban you if you use a nickname like that, but it seems very easy to get over it. But it seems very easy to get around it. Okay, I'm gonna put UNDR18 and see if that works. That's literally just removing one letter from the word under. Start chat. Okay, it says that I chose an impolite nickname again. I only have 2 attempts left, so I'm not gonna try it. I'm just gonna give myself like a name this time because I don't want to get banned. Okay, I've just called myself Olivia. Let's hope this works. It said I used an impolite nickname again. What the actual hell is going on here? Let me refresh the page. Okay, we're just gonna go with Jess, what I had last night. Okay, I don't know why they thought that Olivia was an impolite nickname, but it's fine. And literally immediately, right, I've literally been on here for about like 5 seconds and I've already got a message in my inbox. So let's click on it and let's see who's decided to message me today. I'm also muting my desktop audio because you get a crazy ton of notifications. So immediately we've got a message from a wife downstairs who is 48 years old. Imagine being this poor bloke's wife while he's on these dodgy chat sites while you're downstairs maybe looking after the kids, you know what I mean? You gotta feel bad for the man. He just says hi. I'm gonna say hi. Before we talk, just gotta let you know that I'm not actually 18. Let's see who else we've got here. We've got love to ask Q's, which I assume stands for questions. I'm gonna say hi. So I'm gonna get a few conversations on the go here, of course not messaging anyone first, and I'll let you know what happens. Okay, so that's love to ask Q's person. He says, hey, I say hi. I was gonna go over someone's chats, but scrolling through this list, I found something incredibly disturbing. Literally just from scrolling, not even halfway down the list. So there's someone who has their account marked as female, they say they're 20 years old, and the name of the account is Rape Links CP. Now for YouTube's sake, I'm going to explain it because that entire thing's going to be blurred, but it says non-consensual underage stuff linked out. Yeah. Disturbing. Incredibly disturbing. We've got a message from Love to Ask Q's. I told him my age blatantly and then he said, haha, single? I said I am. He said you. I said I am. I asked if he was and he says nope. Ha. Question mark, winky face. I said I am. He says done anything with a guy. I'm gonna say no, never, lol. That's already crazy. This guy has a partner and he's online messaging minors. I don't know why I act shocked. This is just the internet, but come on, every time, man. And I just always feel so bad for the partners of these people because like they're probably just going about their day, maybe at work. It's literally like 4 o'clock on a Friday, okay? People are at work right now, and this person, someone's partner, is literally just on the internet asking teen girls underage if they masturbate, if they have ever done anything with a guy, asking them for their dress size and their boob size. Come on, man. Wife downstairs has sent us a message back. I told him my age, and he said, oh, sorry, but young. I'm sorry, I get if you don't want to talk to me. We've got Mr. Chat on WhatsApp here. I'm gonna say hi and tell him the age. We've got Scottish Indian here. I'm gonna say hi. We've got another disturbing username in the list. They are 23. They claim to be female and they said asking about rape. Let's see what else we've got here. These are American users now. There's not as many UK people because a lot of them are at work. But we do have some Americans here with equally disturbing names like this person who calls himself Hung PDO Predator. And also, a lot of these videos have not had as much of a reach recently because YouTube has basically hammered them with everything in the book. So from now on, in this video only, I'm going to be calling them PDF for the sake of this video being easier to listen to for you guys as well. So every single word isn't blurred, I'm going to say that. And of course, I'm also refer to them sometimes as predators. We've got someone called Just Another PDF. F Young ask my age. Now for all we know that genuinely could be a minor on this site, so anyone has easy access to minors. It's disturbing. Okay, let's reply to some of the messages we have. Love to Ask Q's is back. He says ever put anything in you, and then this little emoji with the tongue out. I don't like that at all. Scottish Indian has messaged I'm good too, just bored, chilling, fooling around. Ah damn, of course, what you doing on here? Just chatting to people, lols. Love to Ask Q's. Again, he now is asking if I rub or f***. I mean, I don't think it's any of his business. Shouldn't be saying it to a minor. So Love to Ask Q's, he's still going. He said, after he asked that, I said, I don't know how to do it well. He said, which one? He wasn't letting it go. So I just said first, and then he went on to ask what I'm wearing now. What this person who is not 18 is wearing now. And I said, I'm in my pajamas, lol. We didn't go out today. And then he asked wearing underwear, to which I said yes. Scottish Indian is someone who's been messaging me here. So he initially reached out and then I said, hi, I'm good, how are you? Then I immediately told him the age, to which he said, I'm good too, just bored chilling, fooling around. Ah damn, of course, what you doing on here? I said, just chatting to people, to which he said, I mean, you know what this place is like, I take it. So then I said, I've seen some of the names because they're literally the first thing you do see. And he said, yeah, I'm guessing you stay clean then. Or, so I said, I don't know, depends on the other person. And now he sent 3 messages in a row. He said, fuck, I mean, I won't waste your time if you're not interested, but I am on here to like, well, you know, just have a bit of naughtier chat, I suppose. Mental. So Yeah, I mean, he very much knows the age. All of these people do, because it's literally the second ever message I send, I'd literally just say hi, responding to them, and then immediately send the message, so they have no excuse. And this guy has actively acknowledged it as well. Love to ask Hughes is still going. I mean, I guess the name is correct. He does love to ask questions. Every single thing has been a question. So now he's asking if I've played with my much. You know what? At what point do I just block him? Because, like, this is just getting vile. It's always been vile. He very much acknowledged the age. We've also got Scottish Indian back. He said, you are also direct acknowledgement. It's kind of weird. Haha, no offense. Haha, do you ever get naughty on here? I probably shouldn't even be asking that, to be honest. FML. Yeah, your life, bro. You should not be asking that. You sick, twisted freak. I live in Scotland. Do you think I could walk past this guy on the street? I just said sometimes, lol. Let's see what he says to that. Again, this list on the left is just scrolling down, by the way, like without me doing it, as more people come online. There's now 1,971 people online. Don't know how that happened, but this person's called PDF Group. Let's scroll and see what else we have. Sun, PDF audio stories. These are from Australia now. We've got one from Canada. And surprise, surprise, after the person with the username Scottish Indian asked me if I ever get naughty on chat IW, he's back. He said, what are you into? So, you know, even after acknowledging that he probably shouldn't be asking it, he still goes on, because these people don't know when to stop. They just constantly keep digging a hole for themselves. So he said, fair enough. Yeah, makes sense. When I said, I don't really know, haven't figured it out, because, you know, this person is 15. What's on your mind right now then? Okay, so Nice Mantle GD is a person who has been messaging me as well. Haven't mentioned him yet because he hasn't really said anything bad. He said hi, I said hi. Before we talk, just gotta let you know that I'm not actually 18, I'm 15 laws. Cool, so what you like doing in your free time? So he was fine speaking to them. Watching Netflix, lol, to which he said, nice. You on Teleguard? Now, if you don't know, Teleguard is basically a platform like Session, Telegram. It's an encrypted messaging platform that predators, perverts, everyone like that can use to get by law enforcement, basically. I'm aware of that because of predator catches, but I actually have never, like, done any predator catches using the app, so I can't really explain much more to you. But he says, you on Teleguard. I'm gonna make the wise decision not to reach out to him in Teleguard, not to give him any username of any account I would make, because I don't want to possibly be sent something incredibly disturbing on there. I'm not, sorry. Scottish Indian has now said, are you ... alone? Why is he writing every message to this minor as if it's a fan fiction? Wife downstairs has come back and said it's fine but looking for more than chat. So this was the guy who said, oh sorry but young. So I literally just said, I'm sorry, I get if you don't want to talk to me. Gave him his chance to leave, and no, he's still messaging back. Oh, what you looking for then? Let's see if he'll blatantly admit it to someone who he knows is not of legal age. Scottish Indian has replied now after he asked if I'm alone. I said no. He's asked, oh, who's there? I'm gonna say, my family. Oh, lol. Nice Mantle GD has now asked where I'm from after I said I'm not on Telegram. I'm from Edinburgh. How about you? Okay, so again, he said that he's looking for a phone, which I assume means a phone call. So he said yes, that I'm too young. Great, smash, and I messaged back, okay, no problem, not trying to make the conversation go on any longer. And let's see if he replies. This is such a bad platform though, like who the hell would actually use this? No offense if you do, but you can't even view your past chats. Like genuinely, if I wasn't recording right now, all of that evidence would be gone apart from on backside. Oh my god, okay, a VIP has just joined the session. His name is Your Daddy Dom, and literally he's top of the list. He's from America. He has VIP status. Now, let me find out how you get that. Okay, here we go. Upgrade to VIP membership. You need your username. You actually need to provide an email address and a password when you do that. Benefits of VIP membership include no ads, no bot capture, reserved nickname, VIP badge on list, ban priority for users who deserve a ban, send links, send numbers, send unlimited images, VIP support. Oh my god. And yeah, it's paid. So for $4.95 a month, you can get it. It then goes to $25.95 for 6 months. months, $49.95 for a year, and you can get it for a lifetime if you pay almost $100. And literally, this guy must have gotten it early or something, because you literally can't buy this right now. There are no VIP memberships left at this moment according to the site. What an utter loser. So this nice mantle person asked me where I'm from. I said I'm from Edinburgh. How about you? He said Essex. What you look like? I'll just say I can't send pics on here. So be warned, if you're from Essex, watch out in the streets for this weird 40-year-old bloke. Edinburgh man actually also asked where I'm from and what I look like. So again, I said the same thing. I said an area of Edinburgh, and I said I can't send pics, and he said he's from the area South Queensferry, working town though. Yeah, no pics on here, but can you describe yourself? I'm gonna say sure. Nice Manto has said I know you on Discord, so he's asking for my Discord now basically. Do I have a decoy account active at the minute? I actually don't. If I made a new account, it would look so bait. Wife downstairs has just told me to have a good day, so great. As far as it seems, he did continue talking at the start, but he's acknowledged now that it's too young. He hasn't blocked me yet though, so I'll keep you updated. So after saying that I do have a Discord, but it's only for my friends, he says, I can be your friend. You're 25 years older than her, bro. What business do you have being friends with a 15-year-old who isn't like a family member? So Scottish Indian messaged back after I said my family's in the house, and he says, haha, can't be too cheeky then. To which I said, sadly, lols. And oh my god, another VIP has just came online. How many people have given this site money? So this person who is called Jack Married, 66 years old, from America, VIP. He just said, no, it's fair. I mean, I probably should anyway, haha, whatever that means. So I just said, up to you. Nice Mantle has said yes, really, to being my friend. To be honest, I don't have many, lol. Let's see who else we've got here. We've got Scottish M. Did I message him? No, I didn't. I'll say, hi, I'm good, how are you? Probably no. Let's have a look at the list again, because it has been a while. TLGRD, no LIMVOIC. To translate, Teleguard, no limits, voice. London BWC RPESCU. I hope you get what that means, because I can't say the word. A guy called your daughter. Also, can I just say, even if this person was 18, it's still weird as f for these people in their 40s, 50s, hell, even their 30s, to be immediately reaching out to someone who's 18 as soon as they come online on one of these chat sites. I mean, that's just f***ed up. Scottish Indian says, I mean, you can't do much anyway, so no point is there, haha, to which I just said, I'm sorry. So he's basically as acknowledging here that, you know, if this 15-year-old's family wasn't home, then he probably would try and do something. This is disturbing because, again, he thinks he's in the same country as this girl. Another person messaging me, that guy from Edinburgh, thinks he's in the same city, wanting to know what area she lived in. And this guy's 27. You know, that's just ruining your life at what is a young age. For what? For nothing. He said, no, don't be sorry. Haha, I should be sorry. I shouldn't even be trying it right now. True, me and my dirty mind FML. Okay, that's Alex Plode guy. He's been spamming me with messages, so I'm finally gonna reply. He asked for 18. Hi, I'm not. I'm 15 lols. So I've replied now. He asked, hi, are you 18? Yes or no? What part of Edinburgh? So let's hope he blocks me as soon as he finds out I'm not. Scottish Indian has asked, can I be a little cheeky and ask what you look like? I'm gonna say I can't send pics. Okay, so this person, Nice Manto GD, asked for my Discord, right? I said, can I add you? So I know you're not going to sign me up to a scam or something when he asked for my username. And he's just blatantly giving me his. So let's have a little look at his profile. Okay, I cannot believe I'm doing this, but I'm buying a 52 pence Discord account from Eldorado. Okay, I'm gonna have to bundle my VPN so I don't have to age verify. Okay, we have the email and the password. Let's do it. Okay, so now if I try to continue, boom. Okay. Oh my god, it's crazy easy to buy a Discord account, by the way. I never realized how easy it was. Okay, we're in. Let me get one of those little stylized Discord names as well. Okay, there we go. This is officially our new decoy Discord profile. I'm actually going to block some of the details because, you know, you never know who's watching this video. Okay, let me add this guy now. Enter username, send friend request. Okay, after verifying that I am in fact a human, the friend request is sent. Yeah, smashing. Surprise, surprise. He's got a completely blank throwaway profile. Now, I'm going to keep you updated on Nice Mantle GD, so keep an eye out. Edinburgh Man is back after telling him that I'm 5'2", have brown hair and a size 10. He says, I'm 5'9", short dark hair, blue eyes, slim. Okay, my Discord's flashing, which means that Baz has accepted me. Now, I'm like 100% sure that the police can track Discord people like from their username, so I'm going to immediately submit a report to the NCMEC and all the usual channels to make sure that this guy does get tracked down. I'm just gonna say hi. He's immediately asked if I drink or smoke. Scottish Indian is back despite me giving him every chance to leave. He says, ah damn, haha, okay, fair enough, it's okay, after me saying that I can't send pics. I mean, I don't know why you're even asking what someone looks like if they can't show you. Never mind the fact they can't show you. I don't know why you're asking minors that. I'm sorry. Okay, he said, yes, I am. So there we go. Just confirming beyond any doubt that this is the guy from Chat IW. He's asked for my favorite movie. I'm going to say, I really love the Harry Potter films. Actually, no, I won't say that. That transphobic slop. Edinburgh Man has now asked if I have a boyfriend or if I'm single. I'm gonna say, I am single, sadly, lol. How about you? Scottish Indian says, oh, thought you'd be gone. Honestly, it's okay. I just said okay. And Baz is here. He says, I said that I really like the new Superman movie. I actually do. I watched it recently for the first time. Incredible movie. And he said Fast and Furious. Now asking me for my favourite food. I feel like I'm playing Body 20 questions whenever I message one of these predators. I love chicken curry. That's true. It is one of my favourite foods. I really want to ask what he looks like, but I don't want to make it bait. He asked what I look like though. Let me see if I can quickly get a photo. The predator has replied that his favourite food is pizza. First of all, I didn't even ask. And second of all, wow. Shocker. Okay, I'm gonna add myself as a friend, send some pictures that I just took, and hope he doesn't realise that he's not actually texting a minor. I sent him the photos, and I just said, sorry, these were the latest ones I had on my phone. I know I'm not the prettiest. And the first reply, very hot. Ask me questions. I'm gonna say, can I see what you look like? Scottish Indian is back, going back to the site, and he says, why you said, haha. Did you want to have fun? Haha. So I just said up to you. Let's see if we've got any other replies from anyone else. Edinburgh Man is back. He says, I have a long-term girlfriend. Again, another person with a long-term girlfriend on these sites messaging kids. Okay, so Baz sent a photo. I'm gonna blur the photo for now. And if it's not unblurred, then you can see where this is going. But I said, wait, you look so good. Okay, this is weird. I've been catfished before. Would you mind sending me a pic doing something specific? Like I usually ask guys to hold their thumb on their nose so I know it's actually them and I'm not being baited. So he said, okay, give me a minute. And I said, yeah, you're the best. He said, okay, so let's see if he actually does it. And while he's making us wait, let's go back to the website and have a little gander. So wife downstairs has officially stopped messaging, so that's amazing. Edinburgh Man says, not yet, lol, that's bad, right? When I said if he's cheating on his girlfriend. I mean, I would argue being on this site while you have a partner, you know, texting women, that probably means you're at least emotionally cheating. Scottish Indian has said, I mean, I am kinda smoking right now. Smashing. Be great. Amazing, guys. Thank you for that, Scottish Indian. I'm just gonna say, oh, really? Baz has officially sent a photo with his thumb on his nose. This is a predator who we're talking to. And again, this shows how much trust that these people will put into minors. Like, literally, they'll do anything to get their dick wet, and it's so messed up and disturbing. I asked him if he usually likes younger girls my age, or am I your first? So let's see what he says to that. He says that I'm his first. You know, with these people, you can never really be sure. So this Scottish Indian person has just admitted to be jorking it while we've been talking this whole time. Great picture in my head. In all seriousness though, it's very disturbing that he's been well aware he's speaking to a minor and still doing that. So Baz is holding strong that he just wants to chat, but we'll see about that. He again asked if I've got a boyfriend, so I said I don't, lol. Do you have a GF or anyone? And yes, there we go, he's admitted it. He has a girlfriend. Girl, get yourself out of there. Your man is adding 15-year-olds on Discord. You can do better. You can do so much better. So we're gonna leave that there. I know I'm leaving you on a bit of a cliffhanger with Baz, but trust me, This isn't going to be the last you see of him. So yeah, final conclusion right now on this site, it's messed up. Chat IW need to sort out their moderation because it's clearly not good. Yes, they may not let you put in some usernames, but it's so easy to get around. And as we have seen, people can just message minors to their heart's content. And I have reported people and I'm still seeing them online, so do with that what you will. Chat IW is twisted. It's a sick website where moderation is not doing enough. You can report people and yet they can still go unchecked. Their systems do not act quickly enough. A simple username check right when you sign up isn't the solution, but it appears to be the only one they have tried. I am actively messaging Baz, who was the guy who reached out to me on Discord, and wow, the conversations are just getting worse. I'm going to keep you updated on that, but if that's how bad someone would consider a surface site is, then how much darker does it get when you go down the rabbit hole? You may have noticed that I didn't say that Chat IW was a site the viewer asked me to look at, because it wasn't. They asked me to look at a site with a very similar name, which some may get confused by. A website called Chat IWI. It markets itself as a place for people to chat without ID checks, allowing people to play out their sexual fantasies online without anything linking back to them. But of course, people are taking advantage of the lenient rules, and it's very disturbing. So as if things couldn't get worse, believe it or not, they very much do. So let's have a look at this website. The second part of this video is a website called Chat IWI. Now, like I said in the intro to this section, its main thing is that you can chat without IDs. In a world where more and more websites are requiring age verification, especially here in the UK, that is a big selling point. And as you can see, they claim to have private messages in the UK, encrypted messages in the US, and yeah. Or maybe this is just all the countries to support. I feel like I was a bit of an idiot there, and that's just selling points. But yeah, you can see they have a scroller, just advertising everything they do. So they describe themselves: if a platform demands an ID or face scan to chat, Chat IWI keeps access open with anonymous guest aliases, end-to-end encryption, and 0 verification steps. Now, first of all, this website runs like ass, like holy, oh my god. I'm gonna open up Task Manager and see how much CPU it's taking up. It's actually not taking up a lot, which genuinely just proves how badly made it is. But hey, let's click on this button that says free chat, no sign up. Okay, so connecting to chat, ready, loading chat, and there we go. That's how easy it was. Literally not even a 30-second long loading screen. And we're here. So we've been automatically given a name, knowing song 771844. Our bio has not been set. We can select our gender. Wow, they're very inclusive. We can enter our age, our country. I'm actually just gonna keep myself on UK. You can see they've even got XP, which I assume you get for sending messages. You can search everyone. There are lots of people here. But most importantly, let's go to chats, because there are many rooms that you can choose from right off the bat. So we're gonna just click on Lobby United Kingdom. And wow, literally the first message from, I'm not going to say their username actually, and I'm going to blur like all the information that they give in case someone out there weird is watching this video. I sell videos in folders, CP and folders, mom and videos and fold. Oh my god, they just list off a bunch of stuff that they sell. It's so messed up, and literally the first reply to that message is, I won't judge if you don't. That is mental. There's no way to report them from what I can see. Okay, you can block the user. Okay, I blocked the user, but there's literally no report button. You can't report these people. Someone puts in what seems like a Telegram group link and says, want no limits? Telegram group, HMU, or to see my sister. And again, no limits is kind of a term used a lot in these predator spaces. It's basically to say that they don't mind whatever you send them, like literally anything. Okay, let's go into the bang group. Okay, literally already the same person has sent that message over and over actually. We've also got the United States lobby, which we can take a look at, and again, that person's here. They've been spamming it everywhere. Someone says exchange girlfriend photos. Now this goes back to a rabbit hole I covered earlier this year. It is the IRL's rabbit hole. That part is mainly on Twitter. I'm going to be diving into it a bit more in the near future, very near future. But it's basically two guys with girlfriends will come together and send send naked pictures of them, or they don't even have to be naked, they can genuinely just be like face pictures to get people to jack off to them. It's so messed up and twisted because their partners obviously have no idea. Like, imagine just thinking you're in your bed, like having a nap, and your boyfriend's downstairs sending your nude pictures, your private photos that you trusted him with, to strangers on the internet. So that's going on in here as well. And there's so many channels. We've got Lesbian Friends, one specifically for London, Politics, NYC, English, Nudist, Gay, PUBG Mobile India. That is just so odd. And even in the channels like PUBG Mobile India, they aren't talking about the game most of the time, let's be real. You've got the same message. You've got a fit BWC taking live pics for whoever wants them. No age limit, any horny men want to watch me. I mean, come on, look at that. Let's scroll back a bit. We're gonna load some older messages just to see how messed up this all gets. Okay, so this is crazy. Someone has literally just given a list of similar websites like this. So Chat IWI, I'm not gonna say them all, but like literally just sites where you can sext anonymously. It blows my mind. They literally have a full like discography of websites that they can go to. Now there are some websites here, they give you the option to decrypt it. I'm not going to do that, so it seems like all images are genuinely just blocked by default, and you can actually click to report illegal images to the authorities. So, or maybe, okay, as you can see, I am literally clicking on that over and over. I can highlight it. Does it link? It's not even a link. It's not even a link. Okay, I cannot find another message, but it's crazy because like that button just did not work. It wasn't even a button, it was just miscolored text. It genuinely blows my mind that sites like this are allowed to exist. Like this, if Ofcom knew about this site in the UK, surely they'd have to hammer it with fines because it's breaking the law in my country. I will also be reporting these websites to Ofcom because I feel like, you know, it is kind of I don't agree with the Online Safety Act in the UK. I don't think you should be educated wherever you go. But if anyone can do something about this, I do not trust anyone else more than Ofcom to actually hammer this site with fines. But then again, I don't overly trust them either. I just have slightly more faith. So I'm going to send a message here. I'm just going to message into the lobby UK saying hi. Okay, and wow, surprise, surprise, there was no block on me openly admitting that I'm not 18. It's just allowed me to say it. Now let's see if I get any DMs. Just got a chat. So this soft shadow person messaged me. I said hi. They say, how old are you? I'm gonna say, I'm 15 if that's cool. How about you? These messages will not send. Is it because I'm saying I'm 15? I'm gonna say I'm 1.5. Let's see if I can get around it. Okay, you actually can't say it. I'm gonna say 18 minus 3. Okay, it won't let me message this guy now. Can I send it in emojis? Okay, it won't let me send any messages now. Have I been blocked from sending messages after I said I'm 15? Okay, that is honestly a good thing. Like, I will fully... Let me try and set my age as in my profile. Age must be 18 plus. Okay, now it might be a glitch because I don't trust her moderation enough, but it seems like it did block me from sending any messages when I did try to say I was 15. It could be a glitch, like it could genuinely just be a glitch, but it won't let me send messages in any channels now. But let's be real, if a minor is on this site, they're probably going to, you know, try to get around that rather than say their age. You know, there's probably multiple ways to get around it, so yeah. I mean, like, this person who's saying, like, CP and stuff, they put a bunch of, like, hashtags in between the words. So that's how easy it is to get past it, to be honest. But for now, we're going to have to refresh accounts. Okay, I don't know if it's just a glitch or what, but it won't let me send any messages now, so either they have genuinely like IP banned me, which is a good thing, or is the site's just bugged. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Let me turn on my VPN and see what we can do. Okay, brand new IP, let's see what we've got. Okay, it won't let me send any messages, so bit confusing, but yeah, I mean, it seems to have moderation on the surface, but I highly doubt that it's effective most of the time because we all know how easy like chat filters are to get around. People do it all the time. Let's read a bit about their policies. And anyway, like, two people, I didn't show the second because I couldn't mess them back, both messaged me when I said I was not 18 in the chat, so like kind of says it all really. Okay, so I've went onto their about section and they said that they obsess over encryption first because of privacy first, it's built for any device. I mean, they say why we obsess over encryption first, but they didn't really give me a reason as to why. Apparently, Chat IW is made by this woman. Celine Q leads a microsite storyboarding room where every marketing beat passes a privacy audit before we part. Okay. Never mind. This ain't real. I feel like they've just taken like a template from Wix or something and have just left the offer profile in. I mean, when we search her up, like, there's no reference to her on the internet as well, so I'd say this is probably a template. In which case, whoever made this site, I'm sure you don't want to be associated with that. And if that is real, then what are you doing, girl? So I want to learn more. It seems like there is no way to learn more. Just takes you to their about page again. Let me see if they've got a privacy page. They don't. I'm going to send them an email from my business email and see what they respond. So I'm going to reach out and I'm going to say, reaching out about Chat IWI bad actors. And I'm just going to say, hi there. I have recently been taking a look at your site, Chat IWI, and I wanted to ask if you were aware of the predators and files on the platform. I would like to know more about your moderation and what you are doing to protect kids and vulnerable people. Best wishes. Actually, that. Regards, Jessica Elliott. Jessicur. Send. Okay. Let's see if I get an auto reply. Sometimes you do with companies like this saying that they've acknowledged you and whatever. Okay, so far, no auto reply. It's not really a surprise. I will leave that and let you know in the description and the pinned comment if they have responded. I doubt they will, but we'll see. And just while we're here, let's do a who is check. So chatiwi.com. Let's see where it's based. Okay, so they actually do have a phone number. They're registered by a person called Spaceship. Okay, so this is a site that they registered their domain with, which is interesting. So yeah, they seem to be like fully private because of it. But I would recommend you all to reach out at abuse@spaceship.com because I think we should all make their provider aware that they have some sick activity going on their platform from someone who rented a domain with them. I'm sure that spaceship.com don't want to be known as the people who host a site with predators where people are selling illegal material. So please reach out to that email address, abuse@spaceship.com, and make them aware of your concerns. Again, that site is utterly horrific. You can basically find no information about them, which is not really a surprise, but you know, you'd think they would have at least tried to make it look legit. So yeah, I would encourage everyone to stay far away from Chat IWI. In fact, report both of these websites, but especially Chat IWI. There is direct proof that illegal material is being sold on there, and it seems like no one's doing anything about it. It's sick how activity like this can continue to go unchecked, and it's disturbing that we know absolutely nothing about the person behind this no ID site. On the surface, the concept seems great, but if you're going to run a platform like this, the least you need to do is take steps to ensure that predators and other bad actors can't use it for stuff like this. If you don't do that, then quite frankly, you aren't fit to run a site like that, and I genuinely believe that it should be shut down as soon as possible. It's difficult because a lot of the sites I've covered in these videos are disturbingly still active. We need to continue reporting on them. That's the job of journalists, and report them as well so we can hopefully get action taken against them. I feel like reaching out to the domain provider for Chat IWI could genuinely be effective because no one wants to be associated with that. I would encourage you to do so, and I have as well. Predators will take over anything on the internet, and they're hiding in plain sight. You never really know someone's true colours, and that is disturbing to think about. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you did enjoy or you learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, hype the video, and also share it. All of those things really helps the channel. If you're listening on Spotify, you can rate the podcast 5 stars and follow the show. All of my social links are in the description and on screen right now, and thank you to everyone supporting the channel through memberships. You mean the world to me. You can support me here on YouTube or on jessicur.com and get access to to exclusive content, early access, and have your name included at the end of all of my videos. There are plenty of options, so if you want to support me that way, then make sure you check it out. I'll be back very soon, but if you want another right now, then how about you check out the video that's on your screen.